Hello, welcome to the class of PHP programming language. So today we are going to discuss about the MySQL. So in PHP we are going to use the database that is MySQL. So before starting with this MySQL, we have to get some of the introduction or the basic knowledge about this. So here we are starting with what is a MySQL. So MySQL is a popular database management system for web server, and it is developed and supported by a company named as AB, and this one is a Swedish company. So the MySQL is so popular because of it is a very popular database. So it is popular because of the that it is available free of cost. It means it is an open source license software, so we can download it free of cost. After that this is a powerful language. So the next one is the SQL have easy data language. It means that you can understand it easily. The commands which we are going to run in SQLs are very easily understandable. The next one is work with many operating systems and with many languages including PHP, Perl, C, C++, Java. So these are the languages in which we can use this MySQL. So the next part is it is a very fast processing, even work well with the large data sets, and the MySQL is very friendly to the PHP. So we are going to use this MySQL with the PHP, and it supports the large database that is up to 50 million rows or more in a table. But the default file size limits for a table is 4 GB and can be increased to the limit of 8 million terabytes. So this is the limit of this MySQL database. So here the SQL stands for the structured query language. So this is a structured query language. So the next one is the terminologies we are going to use in MySQL. So these are the database, tables, rows and columns. So the database, the overall container for a collection of MySQL data, is known as the database, whereas table, a subcontainer within a database that stores the actual data, is known as tables. And in tables it contains the rows as well as column. So a single record within a table which may contain several fields, and in column the name of a field within a row. So these are the various terminologies or the terms which we are going to use in a MySQL. The next is how to interact with the MySQL. So there are three ways to interact with the MySQL language. The first one is using a command line interface. So first of all, we are going to start with the command line interface to use the MySQL commands. After that, we can also use the MySQL or interact with the MySQL database via web interface such as the PHP MyAdmin. Another one is the programming language like PHP. So we can also access the MySQL database through the language. So we are going to use this MySQL database through the PHP language. The next one is the how to access the MySQL. So accessing the MySQL with command line interface, it starts with we have to first go to start, then we have to go to run, and there we have to enter the CMD. So after pressing the enter, the window command prompt will open. There you have to type this command cd c:/, then you have to type the address where you have saved your AMP server. So here the first command changes to MySQL directly, and the second command which you have written, that is MySQL -u root -p MySQL. So here the second tells the MySQL to log into as a username as a root and password as a MySQL. So this is the way in which we can change the directory, as well as we can pass the username and password to our database. The next one is the various commands that we are going to use in the MySQL, like alters the changes the database or the table, backup to create the backup of a table, this /c for the cancel input, create, delete, grant. It will provide the user to change the privileges. After that, the truncate, unlock, update, use, describe, drop, exit. So we are going to use these all commands in another lecture. So here the more commands are like help, insert, lock, quit, rename, show, source, status. So we will discuss about this in next lecture. After that, the coming to the PHP connection to MySQL. So how to create the PHP connection to the MySQL? So it works with MySQL database using the MySQL extension and PDO. So here the MySQL is the MySQL improved extension, and PDO is the PHP data object. So by using these two, we can use the MySQL database in PHP. So here the difference between PDO and MySQL is that the PDO will work on 12 different database systems, whereas the MySQL will only work with MySQL databases. So here the both are object oriented, but MySQL is also a procedural API. And after that, PDO supports the prepared statements and MySQL also supports the prepared statements. So this is the difference between PDO as well as MySQL. The basic difference is that the PDO is going to be work on a 12 different databases, whereas MySQL is only working with the MySQL database. After that, the process of using MySQL with PHP. So first of all, we have to connect to MySQL. So after establishing the connection, then we have to go to select the database to use. So we are going to select the database. After that, we are starting building and executing a query, and then we are fetching the result to a web page. After that, we have to repeat the 2 to 4 steps until our desired data has been retrieved, and after that, completing the database, we have to disconnect from the MySQL. So this is the way in which we can use the MySQL with PHP. So this is all about my introduction of MySQL. Thank you.